This is Bear. Bear came to me as a rescue when one of my former clients got a divorce and he got abandoned by both parents. He was a bit of a handful when I got him, and we spent many hours on behavior modification in the beginning and learning how to refocus him during his moments of anxiety. He seemed to get really nervous when people acted scared of him. He never understood how big he was and couldn't understand when people seemed scared of him. One place, though, that Bear was always comfortable in and never needed any adjustments was when he was with me at the veterinary hospital. From day one, Bear was amazing with all of the animals of varying species that came through our doors. It was as though he became their ambassador. They were Bear's buddies. He was a registered service dog not only to me, but served as an emotional support animal to all of the animals he encountered. Whenever we were admitting an animal into the hospital, it became routine for me to call him to the front to greet my patients, where he assured them that his mom would take good care of them, as I was assuring their owners of the same thing. Bear was my heart dog. When I was living in Trinidad and teaching at the veterinary school there, he was actually dog-napped. I had to pay ransom to get him back, and when I finally reunited with him, his abductors had mistreated him so much that he was down to 55 pounds from the 130 pounds that he was normally. After all of that trauma, he was still the sweetest, gentle giant you would ever meet, and went right back to being the emotional support dog for all of my patients. After I was reunited with Bear, he pretty much never left my side again. We were both trauma survivors, and we were bonded for life. Everyone in our neighborhood knew us, and they would call to Bear by name. They knew us primarily because of Bear's super mellow demeanor, his kind eyes, and his old man soul. When Bear was 5.5 years old, I diagnosed him with inoperable bone cancer. We went through radiation treatments, and he fought the good fight. But the cancer was super aggressive, and I had to say goodbye to my best friend way too soon. He was brave and loving until his very last breath. At Bear's Buddies, we are here to provide a loving home environment alternative to those companion animals that have been put in a position of having to be euthanized because they have been diagnosed with a condition that their owners can't handle, either emotionally or financially. Pets that have been abandoned or relinquished because they got old, or geriatric animals whose owners themselves are gone, and no one else will take them in, and they are deemed unadoptable due to their age or the chronic conditions that come with age. They get to live out their last days, weeks, months, or sometimes even years on Vancouver Island's first and only old folks' home and hospice for companion animals that have nowhere else to go. And when it does become time for them to cross the Rainbow Bridge, they will have a veterinarian right there to help them transition peacefully. And I believe they will have Bear waiting for them on the other side of that bridge in his ambassador role, welcoming them and telling them it will all be okay.